Greetings, everybody. This is this is okay. Okay, the October, and I'm doing a special episode. And this this happens to be a stream of my two my top two favorite Natalie Portman films. I was really surprised somebody I know mentioned my favorite when I had this planned already. Me and that person had talked about it in the past, but I agree it was in the past that we discussed it. So I'll save it to the second, even though it is my favorite. But so my second favorite is technically I'd say if it had to do with survival, I'd say my favorite Natalie Portman movie has to be Mars Attacks. Yep, it's like wait, yeah. Well, I guess on a different day, my second favorite and my first favorite you know, could be either or. And yeah, you may be thinking, well, a lot of people watched a stream that it might have been on, one about space and stuff. I didn't watch it because I'm tired of not getting invited for things like that. Look, I'm into space. See, I got Baby Drogu on right here. And still, I don't get invited. And to think I did a review on The Mandalorian. You know, just saying, people know. People watch my work, so they would know, but still not get invited. So here I am talking about my two favorites of Natalie Portman's. So, so you may be wondering, what is my favorite Natalie Portman film? And that is Mr. Megorium Wondrous Emporium. But I am a bigger fan than even the person that I discussed it with is, because I love it from the way she is in the beginning. She just has a magical ability. She just does her fingers a certain way. I love it. I love it. It's just it's just she does her fingers a certain way. It's wonderful. And she comes across somebody that she went to school with, who in the beginning reminds her of how she was, and that what her life goals were going to be. So Mr. Megorium's Wonder Emporium wasn't about grieving her father's death. It was adjusting to that her life was going to be different, that her life was not the way that she originally planned it, but she made it that way. While her father did the Emporium his way, she was able to combine her love of music and her musical ability for like yeah to combine it with the way the magic works and the book. So I just everything about her in that film is amazing. Her movements, her gestures. I mean, even look at how she is in Pirates of the Caribbean, completely different. Look at any other film she's been in. She really put a lot of effort into making her movements musical and just flowing. Her movements just seem to really flow really well. They just She just has a very flowy, magical ability about her in that film. and the touching moments that she has with her father while he is still alive. I mean, he's alive for most of the film, you know? And when 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 she has a talk with him where she says, "I just want you to live," and he says, "My dear, I have." That was just so touching to me. It was. So, as you can see, I am a huge fan of that film. Really good. And you actually get to see a different side of that one guy that's in Arrested Development. Yeah, you get to see him in a jester hat, and you get to see a side of him that we haven't seen in any films in the past or after this film was created. He showed us a character that, even to this day, he has not put in another film. So, yeah. Um, as you can see, I'm a big fan. Um, Big fans say everything they love about the film, and everything. They don't miss key important details. So, if the one that I discussed it with, that uh, if that person ends up watching this, no, yes, I respect that is your favorite underrated film of hers, but I think it's my favorite altogether film of hers altogether because I'm just a huge fan of it. As you can see, I paid more attention. Everything about it is amazing, and it's my favorite of hers altogether, aside from my second favorite of hers, Mars Attacks. She Both films are iconic in their own ways. Both have really good cast, iconic performances, pretty good special effects, and the soundtracks, especially, yeah, really good soundtracks. And let's face it, one of those, well, technically in both of them, the soundtracks play a big important part. Wouldn't you say? Especially in Mars Attacks. But yeah, so yeah, really good, really good, really good. Those are my two favorite Natalie Portman films. Yep. But yeah, and so even though I may seem like I was pissed about the one thing, I was just explaining why I'm talking about why I mentioned one that possibly was in the stream of somebody else's, because because it's like you may think, why are you talking about this if it was already mentioned? Well, I didn't watch it. It comes a time when you're just like, if they know I'm into this, so why watch it if they're not going to? It's like being a basketball player and always not even being told the game's on and not even being put in the game. I mean, you're not even shown on the bench when you know how to play the game, you know? Just saying. I don't know. I respect that it's the coach's decision. Just like in Miracle. He was upset long time ago that he was cut from the team. And then what happens? When he's a coach, he ends up cutting a player too. So I understand that it's easy to cut people or not even include them that are qualified to be in the game. I understand. It's their decision. Um, but if I feel the need to do something, I'll do a video on it. So yeah, just explaining why you may hear of something twice as it may have been in it. So yeah, just explaining that I don't do things out of spite, that I just do them because I feel the urge to. And when I'm passionate about it, you know? So yeah.